Welcome back, everyone. Left10 here with another video for you with a couple of recent battles that I've been testing out a new team with a lot of very common Pokemon on the new on VGC 2015. Just trying to get up to the times and try new Pokemon out. So I had my Venusaur, which was actually my very first shiny in Pokemon X that I brought over. And Gengar, which is very popular. And of course, I opened it up against a Talonflame and Porygon 2. Porygon 2 is a pain in the ass. It's very slow, but it's very bulky, especially with Eviolite. It's very pain in the ass Pokemon. I'm going to protect here, predicting the Brave Bird onto Venusaur, and that's what's going to happen. Now, I built my Venusaur so it can actually 100% of the time survive a banded Brave Bird from Talonflame, unless it's obviously a crit. So there is a possibility where my opponent could Brave Bird me and I can still survive. But I want to just try to avoid that, trying that situation out in case I do get the crit. So I'm going to get a Giga Drain off onto the Porygon 2. My opponent's going to do a Discharge with Talonflame protecting itself. Gengar hangs on barely. My opponent's going to use Brave Bird onto, I believe, Gengar. Yeah. To preserve its health as much as possible. So that was a good move by my opponent, because if they'd done that on Venusaur, it would have taken a lot of recoil. And we reveal that it's a life orb, not a banded, so I definitely would have survived that, but my Sludge Bomb takes care of Talonflame regardless, so we won't get to go down that road of testing the bulkiness of my Venusaur. That Porygon 2 uses it Recover to get itself back to full health, and I'm going to bring out Terrakion, which you'll notice in this video and the next video, I'm trying out going between Terrakion, and I also have a Verizion, which I like Verizion a little better, but Terrakion does have Rock Slide, which is a very good move for VGC, so I'm just going to test out every now and then each one, but I'm going to protect here, and double protect actually, because I'm going to predict a fake out coming from Kangaskhan, and I don't want it. Yeah, and then he would have faked out my Terrakion, and that would have been a world of hurt there, so now he's going to switch out into something that probably resists fighting, which, Sylveon, which is going to eat up this close combat like a boss. Does almost nothing, so good move on my opponent there. That's going to lower my defense and special defense, so I got to be really careful now. But I do get a Sludge Bomb off, predicting some sort of switch. I was actually thinking that it was going to be on the Kangaskhan, but good move there regardless. We're going to get a Discharge off, which actually feints their own Sylveon, which that's actually kind of humorous. I guess they were thinking that its special defenses were so high that if I didn't target it, it would have been okay. But that's not the case, so now I'm going to just double protect again, because again, I don't want to be faked out. And I want to preserve my Terrakion, because I know it can OHKO Kangaskhan, and it's Jolly, so it's faster. So I want this to happen, and it's going to get Sucker Punch off, which is actually not going to do a lot of damage. It's going to do more than I would like, but it's going to also prop my Justified ability twice. So it's going to give me half of the Whimsicott beat-up combo right here, get me +2. And I didn't even need this boost. I mean, neutral close combat is easily, even with Jolly Nature, going to OHKO Kangaskhan. Whereas the next battle, although I don't face a Kangaskhan, with Verizion, you need an Expert Belt to get the same guaranteed one-hit KO, where normally it's just almost always a one-hit KO, but you need the Expert Belt in order for it to be guaranteed. And my opponent just forfeits because they realize that they're fucked and there's nothing they can do with just their Porygon left. And now we have a battle from last night, which was against like a 1700 ranked player from Japan. It was actually a very intense battle that I had, so hope you guys enjoy this one. We'll lead this time with Bisharp and Gengar. Very safe lead for a lot of different things. Now I'm going to get a Sableye and a Lucario. Now, this ends up actually being a special Lucario, which I keep on seeing like full-out attacking Lucarios, so my initial thought process is to protect, predicting a close combat, and then to taunt the, or a Will-O-Wisp onto Bisharp, and to taunt the Sableye so it can't do anything like that to Bisharp. But now I see the Aura Sphere, so I know now that it's a special, but I still want to kind of try to burn it just in case it's a mixed, and it surprises me with the close combat later in the match for some reason. So I'm going to bring Verizion out, predicting another fighting move on me. So Aura Sphere does come off again, and it's pretty fast. I mean, it's like even faster than my Gengar, which is kind of amazing, because I have a timid Gengar, so it's pretty damn fast. So I'm going to burn it anyway, just for safety, in case there's any type of mixed set going on. And then the Sableye is going to totally destroy my Gengar with, normally that would be fine because I have a Focus Sash, but I'm burned, so yeah, that's going to be the end of Gengar. So I'm down to Pokemon. So actually, I think towards the end it's really close where it's going to be, I can make a comeback here. So I'm going to bring Heat Train out, and I'm in a bad position where I know that we can easily just use Aura Sphere onto my Heat Train and totally destroy me. So I'm going to go for the substitute, just see if I can get that off. So I'm going to try close combat into the Lucario, but I protect, so I'll get that off. Get my substitute up. So now I'm in a little better position now, so I can actually withstand an Aura Sphere to break the sub and then get a Heat Wave off if he decides to stay in. I know he's going to switch out and go into his Sableye once again, which Sableye is a little tanky, so Heat Wave will do some damage, but it won't do as much damage obviously as it would have to the Lucario. So let's go for Overheat. So it reveals that he has Overheat. Well, obviously his Overheat is a Rotom Heat. So the Heat Wave is going to get Sableye down to about half, and it's not going to really do any much at all. Obviously the Rotom Heat, because it's obviously a Fire type, but I just wanted to get, that was mainly intended for Lucario. It wasn't going to do that much. So now I got to get this Rotom Heat out of the battle, because it's going to do a world of hurt to my Verizion, being a grass type, and it'll do a world of hurt to my Bisharp in the back, who's also weak to fire. So I'm going to do a close combat, try as much damage off as possible. That was a critical hit, so got lucky there. I mean, Rotom's obviously very bulky, so didn't do that much. So it has a Rocky Helmet. When you go for the Overheat, it's going to take down my Verizion, who's very special defensively. Built, I mean, not with EVs, but just naturally. I put all the EVs mainly into the defense and attack. I'm sorry, HP and attack. So Heat Wave again doesn't do that much, but it's going to take out the Rotom Heat from that range. So that's good. I got a major annoyance out of the way with all the my fire weakness on with the Sharp. I wanted to make sure I took care of that. But now these leftovers are a pain in the ass on Sableye, so I'm going to knock these off as quickly as possible. And I kind of make a little bit of a misplay here where I get too this turn I saw that he did Rain Dance, so I was kind of confused as to why it wasn't trying to burn me right away. So I got kind of confident that he wasn't going to try to burn my Bisharp. But I'm going to double target the Gastrodon because it can be really, really annoying. It's very bulky, and it can take a lot of attacks, and it has the, not that I have any water attacks going back at it, but it has a Storm Drain ability, which is very annoying. So now I'm down to, break down to an inch of health. I'm kind of frustrated I didn't take care of that, but the Muddy Water will break my sub. It was a critical hit, so good thing I had that substitute up, otherwise Heat Train would have been destroyed. And it does lower my accuracy, but it does give me Defiant Boost of +2 attack. But that accuracy drop is really gonna hurt here, as you will see in the next turn. Because I'm gonna be burnt. So I should have protected there. I should have predicted that. Well, he already has the rain up. Nothing else he can really do. So I should have just protected, because I missed the knockoff. So I do get the Heat Wave off, which is going to take care of the Gastrodon, so it doesn't get another Muddy Water off. It does take Sableye down to a little bit lower health, but again, these leftovers are pissing me off. It's almost into the green again. It's like in the high yellow. I'm getting into the low yellow here, so I have one more chance to attack with the Sharp. I know that Sableye is generally slow because of the because it's just mainly using prankster moves. Has its investment into defenses usually. So I'm going to get the knockoff off, and I predict correctly the Aura Sphere going towards my Heatran. So I knocked off the leftovers obviously. But now I'm at like the point where the burn is going to finish me off. At first I thought I was going to hang on with like 1 or 2 HPs. I thought usually burn takes like 14, 15 hit points away, but it totally took me out. So now it's 1-on-1. I hope I can survive this Aura Sphere so that I can get my Earth Power back on his side. And I do survive with 5 health, and I was like going crazy here when this happened. And I get my Earth Power off, and there's no way that Lucario survived that. And I finished off Lucario to win the match. So that was a very exciting way to end my evening last night. So I hope you guys enjoyed those battles. Still trying out, some new Pokemon. I do like the core of the Pokemon I have. I'm just flipping back and forth between Verizion and Terrakion and see which one I like. I mean, I'll try to lead more onto Verizion than Terrakion, so I can say I didn't completely copy Aaron Zhang's team that he's using right now on his channel. But there's like Verizion too with the Expert Belt and the Leaf Blade. It can really take care of bulky water types as well. Where if it did survive to see Gastrodon, it would have totally destroyed Gastrodon with its Leaf Blade. So I'm thinking of even using this in the my team in the upcoming tournament where the legends are allowed. Like the most of the time illegal legends are allowed in this, using 2 per your team. But I'm thinking of just using my regular team just to get some good practice with it and chemistry with the tournament that doesn't really count for anything. Just some I think Pokemiles are be given out, no cool Pokemon like last time. So we'll see what happens. So I hope you guys enjoyed the battles, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you.